Shalom, this is Brother Montezal from GMS Indiana Camp. We give all praises and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone, and salutations to all you Akim out there pushing the truth and truth is sincerity. All right, I'm going to go into a quick lesson here on who salvation is for, who is our Redeemer, who is Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. Redemption, salvation is only for Israel only. Nobody else can be saved, man. Everybody outside of Israel, are considered as heathens to the Most High, man. And we're gonna go into it, but we're gonna prove it. Jump right into the scriptures here. I'm gonna go to the book of Psalms, chapter 130. Verse 7 and 8. So I get here. Chapter 130, 7 and 8. And I got it right here. This is Psalms 30 and 1, chapter 130, starting at verse 7. He says, "Let Israel hope in the Lord, for with the Lord there is mercy, and with him is plenteous redemption, and he shall redeem Israel from all his iniquity." See, it goes right into, the Lord saying who he gonna redeem. He said he gonna redeem Israel from all his iniquities. He didn't say he was gonna redeem the world or any other nation. And I got another one real quick here in the book of Psalms, chapter 74. We're going to start at chapter 74, verse 1. This is Psalms 74, verse 1. He said, "O my power," it's like it, "O power, why hast thou cast us off forever? Why doest thy anger smoke against the sheep of thy pasture?" Because, the Most High had anger toward Israel, man. And this is the only nation that he had anger toward like that. Because he made a covenant with us. We made the covenant with him. We said that we would obey. But our people, they're hard-headed and stiff-necked, man. So they made the Most High anger, man, by breaking the laws. Worshiping false gods, idols. The same thing Israel do right now, still to this day. And he said, "Remember thy congregation, which thou hast purchased of old." And that was talking about in the times when we was in, when he sent Moses to come get us up out of Egypt. He remembered the covenants that he had made with our forefathers, Abraham and Isaac and Jacob. So he sent Moses to come get us up out of Egypt. And he said, it says, "Remember thy congregation which thou hast purchased of old." He says, "The rod of thine inheritance which thou hast redeemed." Because he had redeemed us in that time from Egypt, And he said, "This Mount Zion, wherein thou hast dwelt." Okay, so that I'm gonna go there to the book of Matthew, starting at, because now in this time right now, he sent his only begotten Son, Yahweh Shai, to also redeem us, man. He paid the ultimate price. He became the sacrificial lamb for Israel to be engrafted back into the adoption, And that's only for Israel. It wasn't for any other nation. This is Matthew 15. Start at 24. He says, "But he answered and said, I am not sent but into thy lost sheep of It's like of the house of Israel. As a matter of fact, you know what? I'm gonna start at the I'm gonna just go. I'm gonna start at verse 22. Slaki. This I'm gonna just read this whole little account here. This is Matthew's 15, starting at verse 22. And behold, a woman of Canaan came out of the same coast and cried unto him, and saying, Have mercy on me, O Lord, thou son of David. My daughter is grievously vexed with the devil. But he answered her not a word, and his disciples came and besought him, saying, Send her away, for she crieth unto us. But he answered and said, I am not sent but unto the lost sheep of the house of Israel. Then came she and worshipped him, saying, Lord, help me. But he answered and said, It is not meet to take the children's bread and cast it into dogs. So basically what the Lord was doing right here is he was trying a spirit, you know. And she said, True, Lord, yet the dogs eat of the crumbs which fall from their master's table. Then Yahushua answered and said unto her, O woman, great is thy faith. Be it unto thee even as thou wilt. And her daughter was made whole from that very hour. And the only reason why the Lord went on ahead and healed this woman is because, man, she was an Israelite. She was proven to be an Israelite. He healed this woman's daughter, Slaki. She passed the test. But if you go back in 24, the Lord is actually saying this. He wouldn't just be saying that. He says, but he answered and said, I am not sent but into the lost sheep of Israel. It's like the house of Israel. And who are the lost sheep? The lost sheep are the ones who at that particular time that were scattered abroad throughout Asia Minor and Macedonia, throughout all of certain parts of the world. I'm going to jump over here real quick to the book of John. There's another account here. The book of John, chapter 4. This is another account right here with the woman at the well. This is, I'm going to start at, this is John 4. And I'm just going to kind of like read through it real quick until we get to the point. Starting at 5. It says, Then come he to a city of Samaria, which is called Sychar, near to the parcel of ground that Jacob gave to his son Joseph. Now Jacob's well was there. Yahushua therefore, being weary with his journey. Here, Salakia, I gotta plug my thing up real quick. I'm gonna die out my laptop. Salakia. All right, back. We're gonna go back into where we was at. I'm gonna start at the top again. This is St. John chapter 4. We're gonna go at 6. He says, Now Jacob's well was there. Yahushua therefore, being wearied with his journey, sat thus on the well, and it was about the 6th hour. There cometh the woman of Samaria to draw water. Yahushua said unto her, Give me to drink. For his disciples were gone away into the city to buy meat. Then saith the woman of Samaria unto him, how is it that thou, being a Jew, askest Salakia. She said, then saith the woman of Samaria unto him, how is it that thou, being a Jew, askest drink of me, which am a woman of Samaria? For the Jews have no dealings with Samaritans. So she already failed. You know, she put herself out there. She's a Samaritan woman. She's a heathen. Yahushua answered and said unto her, if thou knowest the gift of the power, and who is it that said to thee, give me to drink, thou wouldst have asked of me, and would have given. Slakia. I'm gonna start that again at the top of 10. Yahushua said, Slakia. Yahushua answered and said unto her, if thou knowest the gift of the Most High, and who it is that saith to thee, give me to drink, thou wouldst have asked of him, and he would have given thee living water. The woman saith unto him, Sir, thou hast nothing to draw with, and the well is deep. From whence then hast thou that living water? Art thou greater than our fathers Jacob, which gave us the well, and drank thereof himself, and his children, and his cattle? Yahushua answered and said unto her, whosoever drinketh of this water shall thirst again. But whosoever drinketh of the water that I shall give him shall never thirst. But the water that I shall give him shall be in him a well of water springing up into everlasting life. The woman saith unto him, Sir, give me this water, that I thirst not, neither come hither to draw. Yahushua said unto her, go call thy husband and come hither. Because see, you see, that's part of the law too. You know, you're not supposed to be teaching other men's women, like Paul was saying. Like, you know, it's best for them to be at home and keep silent in the church, man. But verse 17, he said, the Lord answered and said, I have no Slakia. The woman answered and said, I have no husband. Yahushua said unto her, thou hast well said, I have no husband, for thou hast had 5 husbands, and he whom thou now hast is not thy husband, and that saith thou truly. The woman said unto him, Sir, I perceive that thou art a prophet. Our fathers worship in this mountain, and ye say that in Jerusalem is the place where men ought to worship. And Yahushua said unto her, right to the point, this is the point right here. He said, woman, believe me, the hour cometh when ye shall neither in this mountain nor yet at Jerusalem worship the Father. He says, ye worship, ye know not what. We know what we worship, for salvation is of the Jews. And the reason why the Lord is saying that to her, you know, because she was a heathen. She wasn't an Israelite, man. You know, salvation is only for Israel. It's not for nobody else. The Lord only came here to give redemption for Israel. Israel only, Israel alone, man. You know, we was not supposed to, it was never supposed to be this way, man. Only reason why it became this way because we went off into different whoredoms, man. Serving idols, false gods, not serving Yahushua, man, who is our Redeemer, the Redeemer of Israel, man. And he said, I'm going to finish the rest of this. He says, but the hour cometh, and now is when the true worshipers shall worship the Father in spirit and in truth. And these are the ones that's going to be part of that 1/3, man, of Israel that's gonna worship the Father, man, in truth, man. These are the ones that truly desire and seek after the Most High. These are the ones that's going to be redeemed of Israel. Only a remnant, man. Because all Israel is not going to be saved, man, because all Israel is not Israel. You know, we got 2/3 Israelites right now, man, who rejecting the Heavenly Father, man, who rejects the truth, man. So the Lord going to reject them, man. Going back into this, he said, this is verse 24, he says, the Most High is a spirit, and they that worship him must worship him in spirit and in truth. There's a lot of people out here, man, that ain't worshiping the Most High in the spirit. They're not worshiping him in truth, man. That's part of our people I'm talking about. But mainly, back to the point being made here is the redemption and salvation is only for Israel, man. Israel only. And with that, I'm going to give all praises and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and salutations to all you Akim out there. Shalom.